3, 2, 1, go!
And now we're off and running in autonomous as the robots are taking the fuel elements. That's those yellow spherical objects you see out on the field and loading them into the hopper in the middle of the field. They get 1 point for each one of those fuel elements they load into the hopper during autonomous. Autonomous is the first 20 seconds of the match where the robots are doing what they're programmed to do, hopefully. All right. Now we're off and running. Waiting for the score. Coming out of autonomous. The bots now are controlled by the human players. Drive, drive, drive. There we go. All right. As you can see now, the bots are pushing the fuel elements across the field. Fuel elements flying all over the place. As you see, one end of the field, one hopper is lit up. They have transition periods. They'll transition 25 seconds at a time, going back and forth between sides. No point scored when the hopper is not lit, and when it's lit, they score 1 point for each fuel element that is scored. As the teams shuffle across the field, there's a player shooting from the outside. They're allowed to do that from the outside as well as from the box. There we go. There's some more going into the net on the Blue Alliance. 1 point apiece for that. As it's now, we can't see what the score is right now, but we'll get that fixed out as they're continuing to work. There's some more fuel elements going into the hopper for the Red Alliance. They didn't score that time unless it's lit up. Again, it's 1 point for each fuel element that is loaded into the hopper in the middle of the field. They want to try to energize it as much as possible, become super energized, and get over to the tower at the end of the game. 51 seconds left to go, and the score is still, we don't know. So we'll find out later on as they work through those technical issues here in match number 1 is 5,900 versus across the bump in the middle of the field. They're now in the neutral zone. Picking up some fuel elements, going to load them into the hopper. They can load them low, they can load them high. There they go, they're shooting them high into top. In the active hub, they're worth 1 point apiece. A lot of points can be scored in this match, as we're in one of what will be a total of 62 qualifying matches here this weekend in Dalton, Georgia. We're down to 10 seconds left to go. We're in the end game. Both hoppers are lit up in that time period where they can score as many points as they want to. All right, they can also head to the tower, that ladder-looking structure in the middle of the field on the back next to the wall. They can traverse up that, and that will be it for match number 1. All right, so far we're showing 0-0, but they're still working on it. We'll see what happens here in match number 1 at Dalton, Georgia. Rebuilt 2026, First Stage. Sponsored by Qualcomm. All right, teams, while we're waiting for things to be settled out, go over and check out the Shaw booth. That's that one along the wall over there. Got the big Shaw tent on the top. Register, pick up some popcorn, register for some prizes. We're giving out some Bamboo Lab 1 A1 Mini 3D printers, some Sony W8-1000 wireless noise canceling over the earphones, and it looks like they've even got a Nintendo Switch 2. Stop by over there at the Shaw booth along the wall there. Play Plinko, do whatever over there. Maybe you can win some swag, some prizes as we move through this event. They'll be here this weekend, waiting for you to come by and see, and check out the other sponsors in Sponsors Row outside as well. All right, let's see what we've got for scoring on rebuild. Look at that race car take off right there. Red Alliance is victorious in that match with a score of 28-25.